Welcome to the EagleWorks podcast. I'm Michael Akins, Director of EagleWorks and your podcast host. With the competition just 3 weeks away, you're working hard to write your business plan, develop your pitch, and organize your team. But you may still have some lingering questions about the competition day itself. Questions like,
what's the timeline of events?
How will I know my presentation order?
When will we know the winners?
If my team wins, when and how will we receive our award?
Today, we'll talk about everything you should expect from the competition start until its end. So grab a pen and paper, listen close, and let's get started. EagleWorks will be held virtually over Zoom this year. You'll receive all the necessary details by email after the registration deadline on March 31st. So here's your reminder to get registered if you haven't already. The competition is on Saturday, April 10th at 2 p.m. Mark your calendars and make sure that you've left that day free of any meetings, errands, or work. The event will be live streamed on Tennessee Tech's YouTube channel, so be sure to invite your friends and family to watch. On the day of the competition, you and your team will need to log into the Zoom meeting by 1:45 p.m. at latest. We'll bring you in from the waiting room at that time and see if you have any last-minute questions. Then, at 2 p.m. sharp, the competition will officially begin, at which point we will be live. To kick off the event, EagleWorks staff will provide a few opening comments, and then we will begin the competition. The competition will work like this. Each team will have 90 seconds to provide a brief overview of your idea, and then participate in a question and answer session with the judges. In case you missed it, check out the Effective Presentations episode for more information on the Q&A session. All teams will compete in completely randomized order, and your team will be notified of your order before the competition. When it's your team's turn, you will have 90 seconds to provide an overview of your idea to the Zoom audience. This 90-second overview will not be judged. Rather, it lets everyone watching know a bit about your idea. The EagleWorks judges have already seen your video pitch and your business plan a week prior to the competition, so they'll be familiar with your ideas. But you'll still want to prepare for a succinct and informative overview to make the audience aware of your idea. After your 90-second overview, the question and answer portion will begin. It is very important to know the question and answer section will only last for 5 minutes, so use your time wisely. We will call time right at 5 minutes, even if you're still answering a question or a judge is asking one. We do this to ensure fairness for all teams. So again, in case you missed it, check out the Effective Presentations episode for information about how to respond appropriately to the judges' questions while still maximizing your 5-minute time limit. The overview and Q&A session will be repeated for all teams, after which the judges will leave for a breakout session to discuss each team and determine the winners. During this breakout session, you'll hear from a guest speaker and have the opportunity to interact with them. The judges' breakout session and the guest speaker should last no longer than 30 minutes, at which point the judges will return and announce each of the award winners. The first place winning team will be awarded $10,000, second place $5,000, and third place $2,500. Additionally, we will award the Rural Reimagined Award. This award is for $2,500 and goes to the team who has the most potential to impact a rural area. We will also award an additional $1,500 from the L. Rod Klaus Foundation. More details about these awards on competition day. The awards will be provided to you as a scholarship. Each award that you win will automatically be divided equally among each of your team members and placed onto your student accounts within a week or two of the competition. The scholarships office will also provide you with instructions to write a thank you letter, as 100% of the awards are provided to us by generous donors and alumni of the university. So we want to thank them for their support. No institutional, state, or federal funds are utilized in the awards, which is awesome. We will also want to interview the first, second, and third place winners, as we will write a press release about the outcomes of the competition. And finally, the first place winner will have the opportunity to be interviewed on this podcast and will also receive additional opportunities for press. And that's it. That's everything you should expect on the day of the competition. If you have any additional questions, reach out to the EagleWorks team via the website at tntech.edu/EagleWorks, and we'll be happy to clear up anything you need. And now, mark your calendars for some upcoming dates. The competition will take place on Saturday, April 10th at 2 p.m. You and your team need to log in at 1:45 at the latest. We'll live stream it over Tech's YouTube channel, so be sure to invite your friends and family to watch. We have several pitch practice sessions planned, so check the website and Tech Times for more info. The individual registration and team registration deadlines are March 31st. So, if you're not registered by the 31st, you will not be eligible to compete in this year's competition. So make sure you register as soon as possible. And finally, your recorded pitch and business plan are also due by the 31st. Be sure to see the website for complete submission details. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening. To stay connected and up to date on all things EagleWorks, check back here every week leading up to the competition for new episodes of the podcast. And if you haven't already, please share this podcast with your friends and subscribe on Spotify, Apple, Google, YouTube, or wherever you get yours. For more information like contest details, full schedule, judging rubric, and FAQs, visit tntech.edu/EagleWorks. This podcast is hosted and produced by me, Michael Akins, and developed by Tennessee Tech students. This episode was written and edited by David Gorchoff, with research and instructional design by Peyton Womack. Closed captioning support for our YouTube channel is provided by Kenzie Potter. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with a new episode.